This is Pine Leaf Needles, Skirmish from Middle-earth. We'll now proceed with Part 3 of the Hobbit Prologue. We just talked to Halros, and now it is time to talk to Bounder Primstone. Now we have to make sure that the Bounder does not panic in any way when he learns that there are actually goblins in the town. Now, most likely not a headless golfthimble.
Good day. Might I have a word with you?
Oh, he just wants me to kill some bears. Right? Ah, yes. Ponto
Is there something I can
Hornblower
do for
wishes to reward me for helping him a little bit. Might as well upgrade my boots, even though I don't wear shoes. And now, let's talk to the Bounder. Since I remember where his office is. Alright.
Good day.
2 camps of goblins? Things are going from bad to worse, Pineleaf. I was much happier when I thought that Pansy Tunnelly was just seeing things again. What is happening to the peace and quiet of the Shire these days? You'd best go to Scary, down the road east of here, and find out from Welcome Tunnelly what's going on at the quarry. I don't like the stories I'm hearing about this skull they found down there. I'm sure the rumors will just add to Pansy's. Alright, I guess that makes sense. So let's talk to Welcome Tunnelly. Yes, I know. Go here, do this, come there, come to him. I know, it's probably rude to summon your mount in front of a stable master. He's saying, why aren't you using one of my fine mounts? Alright. And we're back at Scary. Now, how good am I at jumping fences? Not good at all. Alright. I'll go around then. Alright. Welcome Tunnelly. Ah, here he is.
Is there something I can do for you?
Welcome back to Scary, Pineleaf. You want to know about the skull? Well, as it happens, my workers broke through the wall in the back of the cave down the quarry, and a whole swarm of huge spiders came boiling out. As my lads were running from the cave, one of them noticed a skull sitting in a pile of rock. I just know that skull has to be evil. Why? I bet it's what call all these spiders to the quarry in the first place. Don't ask me about their logic.
Please, stay a moment.
The Quarry of Scary. Quest level 12, Full Fellowship. Well, fortunately, that's a lie. It's not a full fellowship quest. Now let's see if the 12 part is at least true. Now personally, I think it works best in a duo. I'm going to have to kill all these spiders. I might as well get a quest reward for it.
Could I take a moment?
And there has to be a hobbit here who wants me to kill a few spiders. Why not? I had to kill quite a few of them myself when I started the whole thing with the Bounder Boffin. You know if you're going to go in this cave, you're going to be killing spiders. And we'll see whether or not it deserves the reputation of being a full fellowship quest. Well, the spider is level 12, so I guess that part is accurate at least. Well, that cave looks like to be my target. I might as well add a little something to my agility. Trouble with ambush is it takes 5 seconds to do until you get a legendary javelin that can cut it down. Now, I'm finding plenty of biters, but very few other types of spiders. Here's a tree weaver. I'm going to run out of biters before anything else, it looks like. There's another tree weaver and a queen. I only need to get 2 queens, but the queens are the hardest ones to get. So I'll wait for her to arrive. Now the question is, can I get the ambush off before she arrives? And the answer is yes. Alright, whom did she summon? The queen tends to summon nearby spiders whenever she gets attacked. Ah, there it is. And the nearby spiders seem to have been way at the top. I guess she always summons the nearest biter or something like that. Because this weaver seemed to have been a lot closer. Alright, let's take care of this weaver, and then we could go into the cave. Well. If you can't handle 2 at once, you shouldn't be playing a warden. And besides, it'll give me practice for being inside the cave, since you know they're going to gang up on you there. There you go, that's 3 weavers down. And all the biters I need. Now, this is the toughest area, so I better have a little something to eat first. Give myself a little bit of hope. And now ambush the biter. Now the one I'm really going to be careful of is this queen here, since you know she's going to summon some company, like that. Well, I was expecting 2 of, not 3 ads. Oh, 4 ads. Alright, this is the toughest rendition I ever had of this quest. But as you can see, it's not trivial. But that did kill all the spiders I needed. Now what some people do is when they kill the queen, they run out, then come back in, and then take care of the rest of them afterwards, since they lose aggro at that point. Now it might have helped if I trained for level 12 first. But I was in a little scary when I hit 12. Alright, let my food regenerate there. Morale, and I have this queen to go. Now this queen, I've managed to get rid of all her companions. Well, actually no, there's one inside of there. So it won't be nearly as bad as the previous one. And now here we have a skull. Now all I have to do is get out. Now if I'm lucky, there aren't any respawns yet. Well, at least the queen didn't respawn. And that's the one that would really be worrisome. And out of the quarry. Well, out of the cave at least. Now I gotta navigate the quarry, where I'm sure I'll run into more spiders. Any chance I can finish my spider deed just in this one place? How am I doing with my spider slayer? 29 of 30. Yes, I'll finish it in here. And here's a volunteer. And completed Spider Slayer. New deed, Spider Slayer advanced. No, I'm not going to kill 60 more of them. I've already killed 30 in front of you. Okay. One of the tricky things is keeping myself to these 2 builder gambits. Since many of my other warns, of course, have a few more builders. Are doing them with 5. Alright. I am out of here. Yay! No more spiders. And I'm sure she's going to be very happy about that too. Thank you, Pineleaf. The spiders are showing no signs of leaving, but your efforts in the core surely wouldn't hurt either. Still, I wonder if I should move to Budgeford. I've always gotten along with the Bulgers, better than I have with spiders at any rate. I'm sure they love that resounding commendation. Alright. Spider Slayer advanced. Spider Sting. Well, that's an interesting title, but that's not the title I'm using right now. In case you want to know what title I am using, Drudger. That was from all that cooking I've been doing earlier.
I can do for you.
You made it out of the quarry, Pineleaf. I was a bit worried, what with all the spiders about. I see that you found the skull. It certainly is a hideous thing, isn't it? I can't tell if it's a goblin skull or not, but it does seem to be missing a tooth. Missing a tooth? Oh dear. Pansy told me that you found a goblin tooth in a rabbit hole in the green fields. This must be Gothimble's head, rolled all the way down to this quarry from the rabbit hole it landed in during the Battle of Greenfields, hundreds of years ago. You've got to make this to Bromberg Foxtail at the Matham House in Mickle Delving. Borrower's Club is on display there, and I'd wager old Gothimble hasn't forgotten Borrower's mighty club. He wouldn't try anything while that's at hand. I suppose so. And anyway, I need to go to Mickle Delving to do some training, and that happens to be where my milestone is located. And welcome to Mickle Delving. Alright, we need to talk to Foxtail. Up at the Matham House. And speaking of the Matham House, let's see, do I have any Mathams on me? I have 1 gift Matham, and I have a bronze-bound loot box. Yeah, like that's going to excite me. I don't know, I'm not impressed on any loot box that's less than level 30, so bye-bye. The quarry and scary. What did you say this was? Gothimble's skull? My goodness! This is a very significant find, Pineleaf, even if it does make for a rather unpleasant Matham. This is a bit of a strange coincidence, though, for Gothimble's skull to appear in this particular day. I was consulted about Borrower's Club just a few hours ago. That's strange. Alright, well, Foxtail's gloves not only has a lot more armor, but it has some might attached to it.
Might I speak with you a moment?
Well, might isn't as important as it used to be for a warden, but during the grace period, it's still useful. Have you met Dr. Primstone? Yes, I met him. Runs the watch house at Brockingborings. He came by a few hours ago and asked to borrow the Bull Roarers Club. Normally I don't lend things out, since I like folk to visit the Madam House if they're interested in seeing something, but Primstone is very dependable. Some of the young hobbits up in Brockingborings have expressed an interest in the Battle of Greenfields apparently, and Primstone wants to show them the club Bull Roarer used to knock off the head of Goffinbull. If you think it should be brought back to keep Goffinbull's skull company, you can mention it to him at the watch house in Brockingborings. You want to accept that? Yes, I do. So let's go back to Bounder Primstone. Back and forth. Back and forth. Yes, that is a theme in Volume 1 of the epic story. Now, there are several ways in order to get there. One of them will be to purchase a Stable Master ride. Oh, speaking of Stable Master rides, I was thinking about spending money to it when I don't really have all that much. And what I need to spend it for is, of course, training. So it's time to visit my trainer. And here we are. Train worn
Just a
skills.
moment.
Recovery. Recklessness. Now, recklessness is a stance. Normally I don't use recklessness, but since I don't have any other stances available yet, I might as well use this one. Now, it does knock off my parry, block, and evade a little bit, but it gives me extra in-combat power regen, which is nice. I presume that's 4.698 and not 4,698. It'd be nice if it were 4,698. And I do more damage, and I attack faster. And I'll probably get a couple of precise blow. Alright. And there, I'm now fully trained. And certainly don't have enough money to go around spending it on stable rides. Therefore, I'll head over to Bounder Primstone and then return to you later for our next episode. This is Pineleaf Niels. May your shield protect you, and your spear never break.